Hi everyone, it's Tasman here from Tassie Jade Designs. Welcome to my channel. Today I will be stitching up a thread catcher for my new industrial machine. This is the Jack F5, and yeah, today I'll be stitching up my first sewing project for this industrial machine, which is a thread catcher. So let's get started with that, shall we?
Okay, so these are the two fabrics that I'll be using. So they're both woven fabrics. So I'll be using the sunflower print for the exterior and this pink floral fabric for the lining. And I just noticed now that the fabric actually matches my nails, which is so cute. Now I'm just busy cutting out my fabric to make this beautiful, gorgeous little thread catcher. Now it is time to press all of our pieces with the iron and get all of these pieces nice and flat without any creases. And now it is time to stitch everything together. So I'm starting off with the little hinge, is what it's called. The little hinge that holds the catcher to the pin cushion. So that's the piece that I'm working on at the moment. I'm just stitching that up, and then from there I will actually stitch the pin cushion to, I'll stitch the pincushion to the hinge. As you can see, the little hinge and the pincushion is finished sewing for now. I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to start working on the main part of the bag. Okay, so now I'm just continuing to stitch up the rest of the bag together, attaching the lining to the exterior fabric. And I've also decided to add boning well, it was actually part of the original design of this bag from the YouTube channel or the YouTube video that I watched. But this time what I ended up doing, so in the video that I watched, the lady actually created like a binding strip with a contrasting fabric that was sort of between the exterior and the lining of the bag. You'll see that at the end of the video, you'll see like the lining sort of extends out of the bag a little bit. So I didn't really want to have a strip of like a different contrasting fabric, so it left that section out. And she had encased the boning into that binding strip, if I'm not mistaken. So instead what I did is I had stitched the boning onto the seam allowance of the bag when I joined the lining and the exterior fabric together. So I stitched the boning to that seam allowance, so that way when I turn the bag inside out, the boning will actually be encased inside the bag. I'm now stitching the hinge and the pin cushion to the bag, and I actually noticed when stitching it that my boning was actually off. It was not where I wanted it to be. The distance on the one side, the distance between the seam and the edge of the boning is much wider than the other side. So it's not quite center, but you know what, it's fine. I attached the hinge and the pin cushion, and I decided to stitch like top stitch, not really top stitch, but like I decided to stitch around the top of the bag. So the way the bag is designed is that the lining is the exterior fabric is shorter than the lining fabric. So when you turn it inside out or right sides facing, whatever the case is, the lining actually peeps through the top of the bag. So I actually ended up top stitching just underneath the lining fabric that was peeping at the top. I just stitched that around, and I think I also stitched around the top edge of the bag, just so that everything can lay flat. And I should have actually fused this whole bag, but in the video I didn't mention anything about fusing, so I thought maybe it doesn't need fusing. But I'm thinking back, I definitely should have used fusing. It would have made the bag a lot more stiffer, and but overall I'm happy with how it turned out. And so now I'm just going to continue stitching the rest of the bag together. And now the main bag is finally complete. And now the last thing I need to do is to fill the pincushion. So I did some research, and apparently you can use sand inside your pincushion, and also the sand sort of helps to sharpen your pins or your needles or anything like that. So I thought it'll be great to use sand, because yeah, I didn't actually prepare for this, to be honest with you. So I went to my garden, grabbed some sand, and yeah, as you can see, I'm pouring the sand in there. I'm making sure not to pour too much, but just leaving enough room by the seam for me to stitch that up. And I tried my absolute best not to mess with the sand, and you know, I still messed. Anyway, but yeah, so now I'm just finishing this up. We just need to stitch this closed, and then we're basically finished. At this point, I realized that there's like stuff in the sand, and it actually, I don't know if there was like moisture or something in the sand, but like after I'd put the sand in, I realized I should not have used this white fabric. I should have maybe used like a darker fabric, because now sand is like dirty, and yeah, now it's gotten like all on the pincushion. But you know what, it's fine. I'm only going to use it, and I don't think anyone else will see it besides you guys on my YouTube channel. But yeah, overall I'm quite happy with how this turned out. But yeah, it's actually kind of funny. And now it is time for the final reveal, and this is what the finished bag slash pincushion looks like, or thread catcher. I have actually put like a plastic bottle inside there, just to like stiffen it and to sort of like hold its shape better. But yeah, so this is what the finished bag looks like, and I'm absolutely in love with it. I love the way it turned out.
Hey guys, so that is it for today's video on me sewing up this cute little thread catcher for my industrial machine. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and yeah, the link to the video that I followed will be down in the description box below. And yeah, that is it for today guys. Happy sewing. Bye guys.